Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the October 12th, 2016 meeting for the Disability Advisory Commission. This meeting is now in order. We will begin with the roll call. Vice Chair Stutzman.
Present.
Commissioner Moore.
Present.
Commissioner Vandelingert.
Present.
Commissioner Renaud and Commissioner Herzog are both absent tonight, along with Commissioner Van Adder. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now move on with reports, and we will start to my right. Commissioner Vandelingert, do you have anything to report this month?
No, sir. I have nothing to report this month.
Okay, I also have nothing to report this month. Vice Chair Stutzman?
Yes, I wanted to let the public know that the City of Surprise has joined with Benavia, joined forces for Helping Partners program. And this is a program that helps people with disabilities find employment in the City of Surprise. So it's something very similar to what we had the Department of Economic Services come out and give a talk about. So this is a program that they're doing here locally between Benavia and the city, and you can watch our Facebook page for more information, or you can check it out now on the city's website. Also, I wanted to let everyone know that early voting is starting here at City Hall Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. And also on Saturdays, October 22nd and October 29th only from 10 to 3. And the reason I bring that up to this particular audience is that if you find that it's difficult with whatever disability you might have to get out to a polling place, that it might be easier to come here on your own schedule instead of on that one day where the lines might be longer, or if you need to make arrangements for a ride or an interpreter or whatever the situation might be. So if you know someone who has a special need and would like to be accommodated, we are going to have early voting here at the City of Surprise. And you can also read more about that on the website. And that is all that I have.
Thank you, Vice Chair Stutzman. Commissioner Moore, do you have anything to report?
No, I do not.
Mr. Harris, do you have anything to report this month?
Yes. First, on behalf of Commissioner Van Adder, who was not able to be present tonight, she requests that I mention the Special Olympics of Arizona. Their fall games are this weekend. Friday, October 14th, and Saturday, October 15th. It's from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. And the location is the Skyline Aquatic Center, as well as the Skyline Park, both located off Crimson Road in Mesa, Arizona. The City of Surprise Adaptive Recreation Program has 2 teams that will be competing. They have a swim team as well as a bocce ball team that will be there. So we wish them the best. Again, you can find out more information at specialolympics.arizona.org or through the the Disability Advisory Commission Facebook page also has a link. The another item I just wanted to mention as well, as Commissioner Stutzman mentioned, the early voting takes place, she said, here in Surprise. Just to further clarify that, meaning here at the city clerk's office at the city center is where the early voting takes place.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harris. At this time, we will open the call to the public. If anybody in the audience would like to come forward and address the commission, they may do so now. 3, 2, 1. Seeing nobody coming forward, we will move on to our agenda items. The first item on the agenda is the presentation of Above and Beyond Award to Safeway. Is anybody from Safeway here tonight?
I didn't
But
hear anything from them.
The Safeway did confirm, Commissioner, the Safeway location did confirm that they would be very pleased to attend tonight and did say that they would be here. Is it possible maybe we give them some time to arrive and
Absolutely.
present
Yes,
the
sir,
award
yes.
at the end?
We can move to the bottom of the agenda. The next agenda item is discussion and action pertaining to approval of the September 14th, 2016 Disability Advisory Commission meeting minutes. Have we all had a chance to look over the meeting minutes?
Yes.
Yes, Chair.
And does anybody have any, they looked correct to me? Did anybody see anything that was not correct?
I don't have any additions or changes.
Okay,
So I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes for the September 14th, 2016 Disability Advisory Commission meeting.
motion has been made by Vice Chair Stutzman. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Commissioner Vandelingert. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Meeting minutes have been approved. Our next agenda item is discussion and action pertaining to nomination of Sun City Grand Community and Sun City Grand Fitness Department for the Above and Beyond Award for the month of November. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Vice Chair Stutzman.
Okay, so I have two separate nominations as I discussed in my report last month. So I'll bring them both forward to the committee today, and we can decide if we'd like to award it to either of them or to maybe just one or the other or both. So to give a little bit of background on Sun City Grand Community Association, Sun City Grand is located here in the city of Surprise, just a couple blocks away. It's a community of 9,800 homes, 16,000 residents. It's about a tenth of the city of Surprise. And in doing a little research and learning more about them, I came up with a pretty extensive list of some of the things that they've done to accommodate above and beyond what they're required to do. And I have to give some kudos to a former commissioner, Roddy Jess, who is a resident there, who took it upon herself to request some of these items and kind of lit a fire underneath the community for getting some of these items done. So I'll give you a list first of some of the items for the community association. They have over 50 mechanized auto door openers. They started with all the exterior doors, then they moved on and did all of their restrooms, then all of the locker rooms, and most recently they did all of the private club buildings. So even though they're not open to the public at all and not required to be accessible, it was something that they did for their homeowners and the guests of their homeowners. The golf department has a special single-person golf cart for persons with disability. It's called a solo rider, and it actually allows someone who is mobility challenged to ride directly up to the putting greens and the tees, and the seat actually swivels so that they can swing their golf club from their actual wheelchair position. So again, not something they're required to do, but something that they offer for use at their golf courses. Their department signs also have Braille under them. They have a club for the hearing impaired. They have special movable seating for all their professional and local shows in their entertainment venue, which allow for persons with a disability or in a wheelchair to have wider choices of seating and be able to sit with their friends instead of being relegated to a handicap section, for lack of a better word. So it allows them to sit in the regular seating rows where their friends would be sitting. This one is really surprised me. All of their walking trails, every walking trail within this 4,000 acre community, all of their walking trails are fully handicap accessible. So there are no steps, there are no steep runs where the incline or decline is too steep for a wheelchair or a walker. And not only is it paved all the way like that, but they also have benches along the way. So if someone has COPD or heart disability, heart condition, something like that, they can rest along the way. And every 600 feet, they have a trail marker, and they're the only community around here. In fact, the city of Phoenix is looking into putting this on their city trail systems. It's a marker that has a number on it that if you have some kind of a medical emergency, you're stranded, you fall out of your wheelchair, your motorized cart battery dies, something like that, you can dial 911 and give them that closest marker number, and they can find you wherever you are on the trail systems, which is pretty amazing. That was something that the community undertook. Just this year alone, they added 18 more of the high-rise toilet seats in the water closets in the restrooms. Another real neat thing that I had never seen before was ADA compliant access to all curbed courts. So if you're a bocce player or a lawn bowler or any kind of sport that has a high curb around the actual court playing surface, they have a pole on that where sitting in a chair or leaning on a walker, you can lift up the curb, and it has that 3-foot wide accessible space to roll in so that you can still participate in the sport. And they also have handicap lifts for the stage in the ballroom. So if any of the performers have access issues, they can get access to the stage. So that is the list for the community overall. Now, I broke out the fitness department separately, but again, it's up to you all how you would like to award this if you so choose to. Some of the things that the Sun City Grand Fitness Department has done is they have added pool lifts at both of their fitness centers. They have graduated slope walk-in entrances with railings at each pool. That's a zero entry where you can go in a water wheelchair or walk holding on to a railing. They have special non-slip tile at the request of a resident with a disability in the locker rooms and also in the pools, which required the pools to be drained entirely just to install this special tile. So it was an expensive undertaking, but it was something that they did at that request. The tile that they already had was considered non-slip and already ADA compliant, but they went one step above, which is, I guess, why it's called the Above and Beyond Award. They also offer a lecture series, either by fitness professionals or medical professionals for those with a disability or an illness. They have special fitness classes for those with special needs. For example, they have one called Rusty Hinges for people with joint disorders, and they have power moves for those with Parkinson's and dystonia. They provide water wheelchairs, and they offer wheelchair wellness workshops, which is a 6-series lecture series for people who are confined to a wheelchair, either permanently or for an extended illness. So that is the breakdown for Sun City Grand and Sun City Grand Fitness Department.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair Stutzman. All very good accommodations, and the fact that they made them is amazing. We could do one next month, one in November, and then one in December, or we could do them both in November. I know last year we took the December month off. I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. What do the other commissioners think? But Commissioner Van der Langer.
I think we should do them both in November, and I would agree with two of them.
Commissioner Moore?
I agree. This is quite impressive.
I agree.
Being in facility management for as long as I have, I know the cost to do the most simplest projects looks very low to someone else, but when you get into it and you have to meet certain requirements, it's quite a bit. Just draining the pool alone is an effort and cost. This is just an amazing accomplishment. I'd like to see both of them in November and not waste time, but I think separately, because they're two separate areas of the grounds. Mm-hmm. There could be an award in one place and an award in the other. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you, Vice Chair Stutzman. Can I just have something clarified?
Sure.
Was it only one person that asked for the non-slip tile in the pool, or was it more than one?
It was one person.
It was one person, and they just did it for that one person.
The Solar Rider golf cart was also just a request of one person.
Set the bar, set the example.
Exactly.
And one person is, excuse me, one person is worth everything.
Exactly.
If it's just one person. I don't know for the others, but I've had various disabilities in my lifetime, and you don't realize it till you're in that situation, just how difficult every little curb. I know most of the cities are now changing the curbing at every point of intersection so that you can just keep rolling along. That's just an amazing thing.
I agree.
I can't get my HOA to do anything when we got 50,000 people are asking to have something done, and they don't know whether we can do it or not. So quite amazing.
Chairman, this is an HOA too, and it's a large HOA.
It's a huge.
I find it amazing that one person got them to do something like that. I think it's outstanding.
I completely agree. So
is it possible to put this out on our website, our Facebook page, so that they can just see what, and not just that they got the award, but to outline all the various things that community did?
And there may be lots more. I'm just new to them. Right. So, I did what I could discover quickly, but it could be that there's lots more to be commended for.
If they did this much, they probably did or are going to do several other things. So our encouragement to them, maybe it'll help roll it along.
And as for how they're spread out, if you do take the vote and you want to give them both individually, I don't have a problem with however you decide to do it. I know we were trying to shoot for, having one a month. So if you want to spread them out over 2 months, that's fine. If not, because they're going to be two different people that accept them, it's entirely up to you what you all think.
In my opinion, yes, it's two different people, but it is dealing with the same community, so I think it would be fair and right to do them both at the same time.
I agree.
So do I hear a motion to award the Above and Beyond Award to both Sun City Grand Community and Sun City Grand Fitness Department at our next meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Commissioner Moore has made the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that motion.
Commissioner Vanderlingert has seconded the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next month, we will be awarding the nomination, the Above and Beyond Award to Sun City Grand Community and Sun City Grand Fitness Department. Our next agenda item is discussion and action pertaining to future agenda items, which we just gave you two. Does anybody else have any agenda items for next month?
Last month we had talked about perhaps putting it on an agenda for a future month to have our new commissioners determine which category they would like to be the point person on. So I don't know if you would like to do that next month. If not, we can set it on for the December agenda.
I think we can go ahead and do that next month. This is Commissioner Moore's second month here. I think we're ready to go ahead and get them filled in. Any other business for next month? Commissioner Vanderlingert?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Commissioner Moore?
Nothing for me, thank
Vice Chair Stutzman, do you have any other business for next month?
No, I just wanted to let Mr. Harris know that I will make the arrangements with the representatives from Sun City Grand to be here next month.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Harris, have we found the representative from Safeway?
Unfortunately, it does not appear that they're going to make the meeting after all.
Okay, so we should table that till next month.
Might I make a recommendation that, being that we now have the Facebook page, maybe there might be an opportunity for myself and maybe one of the commissioners or yourself to go to the location, provide them with the award, take a photograph, and post it to our Facebook page?
That would be great. When you have that, if you can get that scheduled, just let me know the time.
Okay.
And according to what my daily schedule is, then I'll either accept that or see if Vice Chair Stutzman, and she made.
I think that he meant just one of us go, not really a setup thing. So I don't have a problem stopping in there with the award and having somebody standing around us take a picture with my cell phone so that we have photos of it for the Facebook.
Yeah. And again, they in contacting them, they were very appreciative of the recognition, and also very appreciative of the recognition because they do all of the things that were mentioned by Vice Chair Stutzman in terms of their outreach to persons affected by disabilities as well as families, and so they were very appreciative, and I think it's too bad that they weren't able to be here, but our ability to go out to them, I think, would mean a lot to them as well.
And when I speak with them, if they seem really disappointed, it was a mix-up, or somebody's car broke down or something, and they really want it to be here so that it's broadcast live, which certainly they're entitled to do. Shall I schedule it for December if they give me the impression that they would rather come here and meet everyone?
I believe that we should try and reschedule it for December unless they would prefer not to make it a public thing. Perhaps there's a gray area. I don't know. It sounded like they were interested in coming. I would present it to them with both ways.
Okay.
Would you like to come in and have this be done officially, or would you just want a representative to swing by? It might be difficult for them to get over here. I don't know.
I do know that right now all the Safeway stores are entrenched in the Love Up and Love Pup programs from a radio station, and so that might have been something, and I don't know how long that whole ordeal lasts, so that might have been it, but I agree with that. You could deliver the award, please. If they accept it there, please give them my congratulations. If they would rather wait and receive it live, then I would say December. We could do it.
You don't think we can get 3 done in 1 month? It
Well,
doesn't take that long.
it kind of takes the limelight off of the person
That's
who's
true.
getting it.
That's understandable.
And then it kind of looks like they're a dime a dozen, and we just,
Right.
toss them out. I want them
Right.
to feel special
Let's do
because
that.
it is.
Let's do that.
Exactly.
And it's been a couple months since we've had one, just the way that it worked out. Now they're clustered together. But okay, I will do that. I will either award it to them in person and take pictures, or I will go ahead and schedule it for our December meeting.
Thank you very much.
Unless
Vice
there's
Chair
a
Stutzman.
conflict with December, is there? Okay. Okay.
Does anybody else have anything else to discuss?
In regards to the Facebook page, do we have, I haven't visited for a while, but do we have a portion in there that gives people an opportunity to nominate somebody or a company rather?
Well, anyone can post on our Facebook page that they want to nominate. There isn't like a certain place for it, but they post it on the wall.
Are they aware of that?
Just that we keep repeating it at these meetings.
Okay.
That's one of the outlets. So we'll say it again. You can phone in, you can email, you can come to a call to the public here at our meetings, or you can go to our Facebook page and make your nomination right there on our wall for everyone to see, and we'll get it on an agenda item at our very next meeting to discuss it.
And Robert, if they would do that, just for clarification purposes, if they would make a nomination via Facebook or over the phone, should they come in, and when we make the call to the public, maybe come in and explain a little bit here, just like when one of us makes a nomination, we explain why is what they put on Facebook, or tell someone over the phone, is that enough?
I think that's a great opportunity for somebody to nominate through the Facebook page. If whatever information that they provide will be available for all the commissioners to view, as well as discuss at a meeting and decide whether the information is sufficient, or if any of the commissioners decide to go and dig a little deeper and get more information. But I think it's just another way to find out about companies or people who are doing great things for persons affected by disability.
Thank you for that clarification. Is there anything else to discuss this evening?
No, sir.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I so move.
Vice Chair Stutzman has motioned to adjourn the meeting. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Commissioner Vanderlinger has seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The October 12, 2016 Disability Advisory Commission meeting is therefore closed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening.